So here on my Craftsman 109 lathe model 630, I have the regular compound. The other day I picked up another compound that goes to the 720 lathe. I wanted to get this style so I could add more things to it and be easier to have different attachments to put onto it, or I just have this base here. But as you can see, I didn't have a, what do you call it, part number 3635, a tool post slide nut. And so I was going to make one. I looked on eBay. The guy had some out of brass that he was going to sell for 25 bucks each, or $20. And I was looking around stores, local stores here in Alaska. I couldn't find any brass. Then I picked up some old brass bolts. And the other day I turned one down just to the right size, and it fits right in. So now, it fits in, but I still have to drill my hole in there. I stopped at our local Napa store, picked up a 5/16 24 National Fine tap, so I can thread the bolt here that goes up. Well, I can thread that. So now I got to drill a hole and keep it centered. So I had a piece of 3/8 stainless stuck in here so I could stick my 17/64 drill in there. To drill it out center. But also I need to drill another one out to 5/16 so I can slide my tap in, so I can have it center too, and that's what I'm going to do right now. About an inch of play on this. I can only go so far, then I have to stop and bring it back. And nice thing about a little lathe, I can just force. As you can see, didn't quite have enough grip on it. Let's tighten it up again. And let's see how that turned out. Kind of warm. Not quite there. Really don't want to go too far back, so I'll just start in from this other side. So I'm using this drill with the drill bit centered in a little slide to keep my hole centered. So I have it lined up. I put the little thimble inside there, so this stays fairly straight. And there. It's threading, and I'll be back with when I'm done. So, finishing up the threads, you can see there's not much left of for the handle to fit onto, and I'm just barely coming out. So, but this way I know the hole is going to be, the threads are going to be plumb at a 95 to the hole that I'm doing. So I'm taking all the precautions I can to keep things in line. So got the hole done. I'm truing up the end. As you can see, my tailstock is getting in the way of this. So with this quick release, I can take that off and change that out so I can put a nice little bevel on the side of that. Kind of fun trying to film it a little bit and show you what I'm doing. But it's nice to put a little chamfer on it. And I did mill this down a little bit just so I'm looking at that, and next show I'll have it torn apart and show you what I'm doing. So here's a side-by-side comparison. The 630 has the attached there, and the 720 I have that right there put in. And so that's why I had to make that, and then I'll show it how it goes together. There's one thing I got to do is attach this onto it, and I have a little set screw right here, and I'll figure out the length, and I'll do a little curve indent right in here where the set screw is, so I don't scar that up. That set screw will hold that solid, so there will be no slop and it'll be tight. So if you look down in there, you can barely see where the threads are going in that. I have a little long. I'm going to have to end up cutting that off, but that way it's nice, and so that's where I'm at right now and fitting and finishing it. So I drilled a small hole in the base to coincide with where that set screw goes in, and now I'm going to trim this down a little bit just so it doesn't affect so I can take it in and out. Anyway, so now I have a little indent in there. We'll clean that up, and then just got to cut the end of it off. Oh, right there I got a scratch mark. Cut that off right there, and then it'll be done. So here's my finished product. Got a slight groove in it, so the set screw can fit in there, and I'll slide it together and put it together, and we'll see how it looks. So here's the final product. I got this on. It's nice. I can take it off, and I can make some attachments down the road that'll just be easy to take on and off. Down the road I'd like to put a little milling, make a little milling block. And where I had this set up, there's just where I had this set up was just too busy, too many things going on with it. I'd have to make the whole thing, but now with this, I can put it on with this, and with the new slide off the 2700 model. So I am done with it for the moment, and hopefully it wasn't too boring. A lot of information. Pretty simple little mod. Thank you much.